Hello, hello. So, um, I think this is probably going to be just a very short live. I just wanted to show you guys something really quick, which I've already showed you this, but we're going to start with this. Hey, wise old lady. So I'm going to wait a second here. It's not going to be that long of a live. I doubt I'll even be on here much longer than 30 minutes. I just wanted you guys to add on. I wanted to add on to the information from earlier. Now that I started looking into this a little more, I didn't pull his background yet, but somebody is doing that for me. But I did look him up in like court systems and stuff, and that's what I was going to show you guys, like the part I have found so far. And for those who don't know who we're talking about, this is who Andy claims was the person in the van that offered him girls for sale or whatever in that van. And it was this dude and this other guy this guy passed in 2022. Andy mentioned this one, but didn't mention the other guy. The other guy, we do know who he is, but I'm not going to mention on here because it's kind of dangerous. Actually, very dangerous. Oh, thank you, Arkansas. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Country Girl, November Rain, Luminous, Crazy Mom, BJ. Everybody, hey. So we found out that this guy who goes by Stony was a Army Ranger and also a Mason of the Kingsport 688 Lodge in Tennessee. So we were curious, what kind of record this guy has. And I've never seen any. I mean, this is probably one of the worst records I've seen. So I don't understand. It's like, how did this guy? I saw people like saying, oh, Andy Bernard couldn't be a Mason. This person couldn't be a Mason. That person could be a Mason. If this guy could be a Mason, I understand that he has he was an Army Ranger. I guess that's how he got it. Maybe I don't know. I guess I have to check into his parents. I don't know. Maybe he was very young or something. And then started getting in trouble later on in life, but I'm just looking just alone. I first searched Hawkins, and there's a couple. But then I pulled up Sullivan, and his starts right here, right there at the top, where it says James G. Stone. And it goes down to right here. This is from in Sullivan County only. But I'm sure we'll see some more. As you can see, some of this circuit court are the ones that it's going to be the worst because those are criminal court. I would guess a lot of these are violating protection orders. I mean, tons of them are violating protection orders. This one's doesn't say what that one is. Let's see here. Let's start looking. I guess I could start seeing what kind of charges we have here. I know. Judicial hospitalization, this one says. So it's a judicial hospitalization when a court orders you to be hospitalized. Because I see that happening to him in 2007. And he was an Army Ranger. Maybe the Army messed him up. Let's see here. Right here. Right here. Look at that. 11, 11, 11, 11. All these violations of probation. 3, 6, 7. Failure to appear. This is like 2013. Let's see what else we got. There's these right here. Violation of order of protection, violation of probation times 3. Here's one. Criminal. Identity theft, forgery, theft up to 500 times 2, and identity theft. And this is in 2013. And this guy was a Mason, Kingsport Mason. Impersonating a license, right here. That would be probably a serious crime. Impersonate license, a professional license. Right here's a bunch of freaking oh my gosh, this guy is like scary. Theft again, evading arrest, reckless endangerment with no weapon involved, reckless driving, and 3 times violation of probation. This starts in 2008 all the way down up to 2012. Here's a traffic DWI, under the influence of drugs, 2007. Kingsport area, I think it's where he lived. Here's right here proof of his using or being on drugs. Possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia, uses and activities in 2013. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, well, this one I already, I think I already showed you guys these. Yeah, that one's the DWI. I'm going to pull up Sullivan again because there's tons that we haven't even gone through. So I need to find what other charges we have here. Identity theft. Hold on, let's switch over. Oh. It shows him in the hospital, that he died in the hospital, so I'm not exactly sure. Just in the trying to, I don't know which ones. There's so many. I can't keep track. Tons of orders of violations of protection. Violation of probation. Okay. Okay, here's another one that. So you guys saying that felons or whatever can't be a Mason? I don't know, because look at this guy. I mean, now violation of protective orders, resisting stop arrest, no weapon, unlawful drug paraphernalia attempt, a bunch of violations of probation. Yeah. Aggravated assault, harassment. I don't think I see any sex crimes yet. Aggravated assault, violation of order of protection again, harassment. This guy is dangerous. So once again, guys, this is that Stony guy that, was offering Andy girls for sale, according to him. And we found his obituary today, and it said that he was a member of the Kingsport Masonic Lodge. So, and I just showed you all those charges, and there's still so many more to probably go through here. It's crazy. Reckless driving, endangerment. Like, how was he impersonation of a professional? All these general sessions are like civil suits against him. Seatbelt. Okay. If I find anything. We're showing you. I'm going to show you guys. I'm just looking through them real quick. The criminal impersonation in 2019. Here's one in 95. But it doesn't say. I couldn't see. But that's a general session, so it could be. Let's see. 2019. What's this one? Fugitive from justice is one that I found a few times too. Identity theft, forgery, and theft again in 2012. Fugitive from justice. Gosh, guys, I'll have to look through all these later, but I'm just I mean, this is the I'm my guess, I would think is D and C connected to this guy. I'm not sure yet. I'm just learning, really looking into him, starting today. So I'm not quite sure. I just know his connection to Andy, how Andy said that he was the one that offered the girls. And then I looked into him and he was an Army Ranger and a Mason. And, I don't know when he became a Mason. It could be before he had any crimes. But what do they do if you get crimes after? I don't know if they kick you out or what. Hey, Lisa. Identity theft could explain how he became. I don't know. It's on his. I don't think so. It's listed. His obituary was just not even. It was a year and a half, or no, it was 2.5 years ago, in 2020, October of 2022, and it said he's a member of the Kingsport Masonic Lodge. You would think if he got in trouble for some kind of identity theft, he wouldn't be able to claim that he was a Mason in his obituary. Right, Tanya? It does. Worse and worse it gets. But like I said, for those who are just joining, I'm not going to be on here for. I'm about probably going to get off here in just a few minutes. I just wanted to show you that added evidence to, or just like, I don't know what it's evidence of or anything. I'm just showing how people were saying, oh, this person couldn't be a Masonic or a Mason. That person couldn't be a Mason. Felons, and even when you look it up, felons generally are not able to join the Masons. But this guy was clearly a felon a million times over. So what happened there? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know too much about the Masons like that, but I think of that organization is supposed to be about your integrity and your basically being the best person you can be. So it's really crazy that these rotten apples get, you know, just like spoil the whole freaking group of them. So, was he actually an active member when he passed? I don't know how that works. I'm just presenting this to you guys. I mean, it's in his obituary. I wouldn't think that. I don't know how that works. Did he get whatever it's called? Hmm. I put this stuff up out there so in hopes that you guys will help me like look into it because it's so much. Um, and I'm gonna get a copy of his background, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, the latest. So we'll see everything. I don't know. I didn't check the. I guess I could check the sex offender registry real quick. Um, before I go. Um, don't think so. I don't see him on the Tennessee registry. Now, I should just check the USA one. You can search the whole United States. There's just if you don't know, like maybe the person's registered in a different state, pull up the United States Sex Offender Registry. And there is a couple, I don't see, his name was James G. Stone. James G. Stone. I don't think so. Not that nope, it does not look like he is a sex on the registry. Oh, really? If you aren't in good standing? See, so what about putting in what about this? What's the rules about putting it in your obituary if you left on if you were so are you allowed to put on your obituary if you are not in good standing? I mean, I don't know if that's even a thing, or I don't even know. I don't know anything about how that works. So they don't really so they won't kick them out. See, that's how they probably have all these few bad apples, and they probably the bad ones, I'm sure, congregate together. For some reason, anonymous's comment only showed up on. I only see one of his comments on my phone, but on our restream I see both. I don't know why. I would think. I guess you could have anything you want in your obituary, couldn't you? I mean, I guess there's no rules to it, right? I could say I'm the president of the United States, or that I was a president of the United States, and I guess it would fly. she was the president of the United States. I don't know. Was it a crime? I don't know if anybody's done it before. Oh my gosh. Hey, Mimi Jean. Right. Yeah, of course it's a family, of course. Just depends on the lodge, but for most part, you leave the lodge if you do anything that would disgrace the organization as part of sacred oath. Well, he's disgracing the organization in my book by putting it in his obituary. When this guy is with the things that I mean, at the time, of course, like, I don't know how much was really public. Like I said, when you look them up on Facebook, you're like, oh, I mean, that's wow, Army Ranger and a Mason. Then you hear these stories around the creek of him like being involved in trafficking and stuff, and he's supposed to be a Mason, and he's directly connected to Andy Bernard. They were referring to this member on the Kingsport Facebook as AB, and AB had left the organization or whatever. I'd like to know who AB is. Of course, that could be. There's a lot of A guy names. So, I mean, that doesn't mean it's Andy Bernard. You know what I mean? That's would be a long shot, but wouldn't it be crazy? Okay, well, I'm gonna make sure that my family puts that I was a president of the United States. Well, obviously, people don't write their own obituaries, but somebody has to be responsible for it. There's got to be some kind of lines. I wouldn't really like this guy, looking at his record and stuff. I wouldn't really, and if I was, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. Hearing that, and Andy Bernard and him coming up in the Summer Wells case, and Masons were mentioned. I mean, that was big. People were really, really looking into the Masons early on. I kind of just was like, But then, Andy mentions this guy, and it's like, all right, guys, I'm going to go. I just wanted to add that, show you guys that. So I hope everybody has a great evening.